Hello and welcome to Modern Toyfare Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the SH Figuarts Premium Bandai exclusive Dragon Ball Z Raditz figure. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more weekly reviews and weekly toy news. But that's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's start out with how he turned out. So you've got his face here, you've got that kind of scowl look, you've got the scouter with that nice green to it. Turn to the side, you can see some more of the details on the scouter there, and in the earpiece. And then flipping back around a little bit here, you actually see how much hair they gave him. It is crazy. Like all of that sculpting in there with all the different pieces of hair, it looks great. It's definitely fitting of Raditz. They did a great job. It does weigh him down. Moving on though, the shoulder pads look great. They're nice and smooth. Got that glossy black to kind of offset it. You've got the brown going down into the other pieces of the armor, much like the shoulder pads. You've got his tail there. Arms are nice and beefy. You got all the details in the muscles coming down to his wrist pads. Got the tie going around them along with the black. And then that white stripe that does wrap all the way around, and even there for his thumb where it goes through. And you got the little maroon armband on his left bicep. And then even going on the bottom on the leg. And then if I can get this out of the way, we'll take a look at the back of the armor. See a bunch more of that brown and that nice sleek black. Got the tail that wraps all the way around. And then we'll go down back to the legs. See he's got his little black undies there. Again, that nice maroon band kind of offsetting everything. He is thick though. Like these thighs are insane. Like we're talking 3 C's. Look at that. It's as thick as my thumb. That is insane. They definitely made him a big boy. And then down to his boots though, you've got the black, you've got the white to offset it, you've got the little bands. They really knocked it out of the park. He looks like he jumped right out of the anime. On to articulation. Start with the head. You do get some side to side, a little bit of tilt to the left and right. You do get a little bit of up. And then you get a lot of down because he has a hinge both in the top of his neck and the bottom of his neck. So it does kind of move quite a bit, which is nice. And then even the hair does have a little bit of a ball joint on it. So you can kind of maneuver it. It's a little difficult because of how big it is, but you can get some different poses out of it. So if you want it like flown to the side, oh, and his face fell off. You'll notice when you're messing with the head, if you push the neck too far down, his face does pop off. Shoulder pads do have a hinge. They go up and they also hinge inward. You do have this nice rotating ball joint here, and it goes up to 90 degrees. You can go pretty far forward and then pretty far back. And then with the butterfly joint, you'll notice you can get about to there forward. And like I said, you can kind of move that around and actually kind of props up so it doesn't get in the way. And then you've got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and wrist peg, which goes down and up and then spins all the way around. And as far as abdomen, he can get quite a bit of range. Got a nice rotation there. Goes a little bit down, a little bit, at least if I can get it a little bit outward. And then you can kind of swivel a little bit before it gets hindered by the armor itself. And let me straighten that out, get these out of the way. Leg goes up to about 90 sideways, full 90 outward. You do get a little hindrance there from his butt cheek, but you have the double jointed knees. And then you do have thigh swivel. And you've got some ankle pivot here. Gets quite a bit of range, which is nice to be able to go through and pose him. And then you got the toe articulation. Overall, pretty much what we're used to with Figuarts at this point. On to some accessories. So you do have some face plates. You've got the kind of grinning, the I messed up face, and the angry face. To put the faces on, it's pretty simple. You take the scouter off his ear. You pop the hairpiece off. As you can see, he's got a little peg in there to keep his face in with the hair. And then just pops off, pop back on. Put the hair on. So, and then replace the scouter onto the little ear peg, and you're done. Then for hands, you got the grappling hand, flat open hand, and then his tail. His tail does go on like so. You pop the peg out from that side so it's unwrapped, and then pull it out of his little butthole there. And then you put the other one in. It is a little bit of a difficulty getting it to go just right, but you'll feel it kind of pop. There we go. And then from there, you can kind of swivel it around. You do have this back piece for flight stands. That's real simple to get on as well. You just pop off this little piece here, and then you kind of have to, it's a little hard to do with one hand. Give me a second here. You'll actually feel it pop into the pegs on the back of his shoulders there, and voila. And then you've got the cross-armed hands, which those a little more difficult just because my left arm is super tight. I will say they definitely improved this from Jiren because the pegs are much sturdier, so you don't have to worry about them breaking as easily. The right arm comes off real simple though. And then you're going to want to kind of get the shoulder pads out of the way. And the hardest part of all this, especially with my left arm being so wonky and being so tight, is you kind of have to finagle it to try to get them as close to the front as possible. So that way when you go to put on the arms, it's a little easier, but it definitely takes quite a bit of fiddling with it because they're at just a weird angle. So let me see, give me a second here. Come on. Nope, not gonna go in. All right, let's try it this way. Come on. There we go. And like that, you can kind of finagle and push them down so they sit better, but just for the purpose, that's how they go on. Quick size comparison. So here I have him with Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. As you can see, he is dramatically bigger than Goku. And then we also have the Proud Namekian Piccolo 2.0, which he's a little more kind of even with. I can't tell if he's too big or if Goku's too small, but it bothers me. Last up is the box art. So you've got Raditz written there on the side. You've got on the other side the picture of the figure. You've got that brown matching his armor. You've got the logos down at the bottom. This side you have more pictures of him in black and white. And then you've got his name on the side window there. Top window, a little more of that picture. Bottom has some more images. And when you flip it all the way around, you've got all the different poses that they've got him in. You've got the warning labels saying, please don't, put this in your mouth and choke on it. So overall, more of what we're used to. I love these boxes. I honestly think they may be the coolest boxes in the toy world. Okay, so overall, I really like how Raditz turned out. I think they did a stellar job. I still can't decide if he's too big or Goku's just too small. Figuarts just has a really bad habit of not scaling well with their own figures somehow. It doesn't make any sense, but either way, detail-wise, it looks incredible, and I can't wait to take more pictures with it, just like the ones you're about to see. But that is going to be it for this week's video. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more weekly toy reviews and toy news. Also hit the little bell to get notifications when our videos go up. We have Modern Toyfare reviews on Mondays and Modern Toyfare news on Fridays. Also, don't forget to leave a comment with what you think of today's review and if you're picking it up or if you're still on the fence. But hopefully we will see you next week, same toy time, same Toyfare channel. Thank you for watching.